Hello and welcome once again to the IT Academy. When you want to format text in a Microsoft Word document, you first of all have to select the text. When you select the text, it means you are defining the particular text that you want to format. For instance, if I want to select this, I have to simply click on the left side of it and then drag to the right, or click on the right side and drag to the left. There are other ways to select text also. One is to simply double click on the word and then it is selected. And then if you want to select an entire paragraph, you simply have to triple click, like I'm doing now. You click 3 times in quick succession and then it is all selected. Now, when you have selected the text, you then decide what exactly you want to do with it. So I've selected this text. Let's select this one here. What do I want to do with it? First of all, I want to change the font. To change the font, I go up here in the Home tab and the font group. So I click on the text button and then I go through the fonts and you see that they are being previewed. When I see the one I want, I simply click on it. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one. So I've changed the font, or this other one. Yes. And then you can also go ahead and change the font size. You click here and then you browse through. You see that it's previewing every number you select. So you can make it big or small. And then you can also make it bold by clicking on this B. You see it? The B is like a switch. You click and it's bold. Click again and the bold is off. The same thing applies to I for italic. Click on it, on and off. And then underline. And next to the underline, you have a small button here. So when you click on it, it shows you the different kinds of underlinings you can apply. You can have a double-lined underlining. You can have a dotted line, a dashed line. We also have a dotted dashed line. So you select the exact one you want and underline your text. Okay. Then in here, you also have something else that can be used to increase the size of your text. Let me highlight this one. And then you can see these A's here. When you click on it, the text size will increase. When you click here, it's going to reduce. And then one very interesting feature here is the change case button. Supposing you've typed file extensions and you just realize that you should have typed it in all caps. You don't have to clean it or erase it and then start typing again. You simply highlight the text and then you go to this button, which is change case. So I simply click here and then I select uppercase. You see it? I can now click here again and then lowercase. Now let me apply the same thing to this text here. Uppercase, lowercase, and then I can select sentence case. That means only the first word will start with a capital. I can also select capitalize each word. That means every word is capitalized. So these are also very useful tools that you can use. And then still in the font group, we have something called superscripts and then subscripts. If I want to type 2 raised to the power 3, 2 raised to the power 3, I will have to type 23. Select the 3 and then go up here, click. You see that the 3 will be raised. Then if I have to type something like H2O, I will simply select the 2 and then come to subscript. And then the 2 will be sent down there. So you achieve exactly what you want. Then there is this other feature. You can change the color of the font or the text. If I highlight this text, for instance, this entire paragraph, and I click here, it shows red. If I want more colors, I go in here and you see that it's previewing until I see the color that I want. Supposing I want this blue, I select it and then the font color is changed. So these are the basic editing features that you have. If you also want to highlight your text, like you use a highlighter on your document, you can highlight the text or select the text, and then you select the highlighter tool. It is yellow by default, but if you want a different color, you simply go in here and select the color you want. So you can see that this is highlighted, just like using a highlighter on a document. The text color remains the same. It's just been highlighted. And then also, supposing you have typed what you have to type. You have formatted text. You want to go back to the way the document used to be. You want to eliminate all the formatting, all the font changes and the colors. You want to reverse them. You can simply highlight the particular text you want and then go here. You see that this is clear all formatting. So I click on it and every formatting is cleared. The text is back to the way it was when it was first typed. Okay, so that is what happens here. So you can see that the font group contains mainly text formatting tools. Then on the right side of the text or the font group, you have the paragraph group. There are a few things that we can do here also. For instance, if you want to center the heading, let's say this is the heading, you want to center it on the page. What you have to do is just click anywhere on that line and then you click on the center button. You see, it is centered. It is aligned to the center. You can click on right align. It will align it to the right, and you click here, it aligns it to the left. So if you want to center the document or the heading of the document, this is what you do. And then also, the same thing can apply to paragraphs. You have this paragraph, you can center it, right align it, and then you can put it on the left. Every text in Word is left aligned by default, unless you decide to make changes to it. And then also we have justify. Now, when you justify the end of a paragraph, that means you want it to be straight. You see that the left side is straight. You want the right side to be straight also, just like a newspaper or a magazine. To do that, you simply click anywhere within the paragraph, and then you click on justify. You see that it has straightened it. When you look at a paragraph in a Word document, you see that it has moderate line spacing between the lines. But you can make changes to this. You can increase the line spacing between the lines. To do that, all you have to do is simply click within the paragraph and then go to the Home tab and the paragraph group. You can see there's a button here. You click on it and then you see it is 1.0. That is the default setting. You can decide to increase it. When you point, you can see the preview taking place. 1.5, 2.0. This could be useful if you want to print a document where you'll be writing notes in between the lines, for instance. So you can just make it, okay, let's say 1.5. By default, it is 1.0. So this is the end of this video. I hope you found it interesting. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and then give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. Till the next video, bye for now.